Live from the dive, the hip to your hop with the grooves you can use, the flim to your flams, flailing with triplets of terror, rudiments for the studiments, master of the monkeys, the incredible, incomprehensible twosome with the funk in the trunk, Jared and Dave, and their astounding roller coaster of rhythms, sideshow of showing, the hour of power. Welcome to Free Drum Lessons Live.
Okay, so what are we doing today?
Okay, for those of you here, this is Sean Lang. Sean? Hey. Shake my hand. Thanks for coming out, bud.
Yeah, shake my hand too. Hey.
No.
Good to see you. Good.
Oh, girl, I just threw up in my mouth. Okay. Sean is coming out because a lot of you guys were asking for blast beats, heavy metal, double bass stuff, everything that you are really good at. And I know, exactly. And he's also good at other things. He can just jam out and groove out with some funk stuff too. So
I can do that.
yeah, dude, great to have you here.
Yep.
So those were 2 songs. The first song is called "This Ghost of Ours."
This Ghost of Ours, yep.
Second song was called "As the Dead Leave the Dead."
Lead.
Lead the Dead.
He spelled it
Leave.
wrong.
I didn't do this.
What's your band name?
First Rain.
First Rain.
First Rain.
MySpace.com/First Rain. Throw that sucker on the screen.
REIGN.
Yeah.
Not RAIN.
Not like rain.
Yeah.
No.
Don't laugh.
It's just funny because you want to prove to everyone that you can spell. You're
Dude.
doing this wrong.
I'm all tangled up here. This is not a good day for me, guys. This is not a good day.
Okay, and their music is also available on iTunes. Okay, so if you go to iTunes, just type in First Rain. First, not like the number, the one with ST.
Oh,
like
yeah.
First, FIRST.
Yeah, get mad at me for spelling rain.
Then REIGN.
Cool.
Type in that, and it's like, I think you can get both albums for under $10, hey?
What's that?
You can get both albums for under $10.
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
It's on iTunes too. So.
Smoking deal.
Yeah.
So you guys definitely check that out. I mean, support him. I mean, if you love his drumming, it's even better on the album, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Sean. So maybe just tell us a little about yourself, man. How long have you been playing?
I've been playing since I was 10 years old, so I'm 23 now, so 13 years. I took lessons for a couple years at the beginning, but just kind of hopped around from teacher to teacher.
Yeah.
I'm still not too sure which camera to look at, so I'm just kind of like looking at my drum. Right there. Awesome. Yeah, so I've been teaching myself ever since and teaching other people as well. So.
Yeah. And so you have private lessons every
I
week?
do private lessons, yeah, at my house.
At your house.
At my house.
Cool. Cool. And so your musical inspirations, like what do you listen a lot to?
I grew up listening to rock, and then I got into a metal band, and so that took over my life for about 6 years. But now I'm kind of branching out into other stuff again. The one guy who made me want to actually make a go of it and practice a lot and whatever is Virgil Donati. I read this.
Yes.
I read this. He had a cover story in Modern Drummer, and the interviewer said that he met Virgil at this hotel.
I read that too.
And there was like he'd been practicing so much that there was condensation all over the windows.
Yeah.
And at this time he was practicing, I think, 10 hours a day every day. And I read that and I was like, okay, well I complain about practicing for half an hour, and this guy does it out of choice for 10 hours, so I can probably put in a little bit more time.
Yeah.
And ever since
Yeah.
then, it's just been, yeah.
Cool. I read that same article. The interviewer said he came in and Virgil was just sweating and just going nuts.
Yeah.
On like a bass drum practice bed because he was in a hotel or something.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Good stuff. So bands, what bands, like for people that like metal, what bands are you listening to in that genre?
One that I've always loved and will continue to love is Opeth, because they kind of cover the whole spectrum of the melodic, the heavy, the groovy, the just straight ahead, fast stuff. They kind of, if you like anything of metal, their chances are they're going to do at least one thing that you like consistently, because they do a little bit of everything. So Opeth is one of them. I don't really listen to them so much anymore, but Dream Theater really got me into all the metal fills and metal drumming and watching Mike Portnoy, but the singer started annoying me, so I don't listen to them very much anymore.
Dude, you got to be careful, man. The singer started annoying you. There's some hardcore Dream Theater fans out there.
You say that on YouTube and you'll just get blitzed.
Look at you. Your cable's still all screwed up.
Dude, I don't know what's going on
like-
here. Seriously. All right, whatever.
Okay, and also, today we're doing the drawing. Basically, a couple weeks ago, in our punk drumming lesson,
Keep going. I'm just working my cable.
in our punk drumming lesson, we had I said, for those of you on YouTube, if you post a comment what you love most about drumming, we're going to do a drawing, and one of you is going to win Mike Metallica's drumming system. Basically, the video, the comments just went nuts. We had I think almost 600 comments. So what we've done today is we've sacrificed the bottom head of this Casey snare drum here, and I've got my receptionist to cut up all these pieces of what you guys love most about drumming. We printed off the comments section on YouTube. So let me just read.
Is it the drumming system here? This is what they're going to be winning?
Yeah. So like I'll read. This isn't the one. Just so you know, I'm gonna get Sean to draw. But this is maybe you would have won if I didn't want to do and read something.
That's pretty brutal, man. That's pretty brutal.
This guy Sherb993 loves the feeling he gets when he gets to the point where you can feel smooth. Nothing has ever felt better so far.
You're not gonna put it back in?
No, I'm not gonna put it back in.
You would have won.
The thing. This is Y Rockets.
You gonna read a book there?
A book, yes. It's a little tiny piece
It's like
of paper.
six
The thing I love
font.
most about drumming is playing improv with my band and hearing what they come up with to my beat. When my bassist enjoys playing to what I'm playing, I know it's sounding awesome, and I love it when the whole neighborhood are standing in their front porch headbanging to my drums.
Nice. See, I don't get that. My neighbors hated my drumming.
Yeah.
Maybe because it was garbage, or maybe because it was loud.
Yeah. Okay, so, Sean, you're going to have to select one, and then you got to read it. Okay?
And this is going to be the actual winner, right? No, those other two.
The actual and other two, yeah, you guys lost.
Yeah.
I was choosing.
Okay, just one.
Okay, just one, yeah.
Okay, let me focus because this is tiny. This is Minoru 72991. This video, is this the right thing? This video was freaking beast. I've heard some of these beats before and the fills were incredible. The thing I love most about drumming is that I can be free. I'm not limited to doing anything. Everything in the world doesn't matter when I'm drumming.
Nice.
Nice.
Good answer?
That's a good one.
Good answer. Yeah, that's actually a good one.
Okay,
Yeah.
dude, if you're watching, you can get a hold of me. If not, I'm going to email you. Or Dave's going to email you. Here.
I'm going to email.
Put it in your pocket. Don't eat it.
Is his email address on here? Is his email address even on here?
No, but you can go find him on YouTube, and you can send him a message.
Okay. Well, that's what I'll do.
That's the only way you really know it's him. He's probably like 100 of the commenters with a bunch of different accounts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the drumming system. For those of you who don't know, you can get it at drumming-system.com or the drummer store. It's a good one.
Cool.
Okay, so basically today, you're going to be doing a solo later. You're going to be doing some more play-along. Is that right?
Yep.
And you're also going to be showing some heavy metal beats and fills, taking some questions. Like I know a lot of people are going to have questions like, what type of pedals do you use? What type of settings do you use in your pedals? How did you develop the speed? And all that kind of stuff. So we should save some time for that too.
Yep.
So maybe right now, we could just like burn through the metal fills. And for those of you who don't have the sheet music, you can go ahead and get it in the freedrumlessons.com drum forums. Okay, you go in the general drumming section, and it's right there in a thread titled Heavy Metal and Blast Beats. Go there and download it if you want it. Otherwise, we're also going to put it on screen.
I'm going to see if I can get these earphones on at the same time because it's nice to hear the drums.
Yeah.
So you guys just, you know.
Yeah, no, that's nice. Just dead air is nice, Sean. Dave, how was your week?
It was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Nothing
See.
special.
You had a big gig with your band, hey?
Yeah. We also started filming a music video too.
You played for the Paralympics.
We did.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So we're doing metal fills first?
Yes, metal fills. So just go and say number. You can talk to that camera over there, and then just say number one and go for it, man.
Alrighty. So we're going to start with the most basic metal fill of all. It's basically just 16th notes around the toms. Snare, high tom, mid tom, low tom. But to make it feel more intense, we're also going to use the kick on the quarter notes just to kind of... Anyway, you'll see what I mean. So basically, this is the first metal fill, and I'll add it into a beat afterwards so you can see. So you generally won't hear it at that speed because it sounds kind of boring and you know, well, unless you really like it at that speed, then who am I to say you're wrong? But normally you hear it somewhere more around this speed, which is probably like I'd say between 180 and 200, so BPM. So. So
just like that, hey Sean.
Just like that.
Just like that.
You order my 5-point system. So yeah, I'll throw it into a beat. Let's do like a basic rock beat for now, and then I'll throw it in.
Okay.
So. So again, really simple. Now I'll play it a little bit faster, and I'll play more of an upbeat kind of. It's called a skank beat actually. And so here we go. So that's fill number 1.
Cool.
Relatively simple. Next fill is super, super common in metal because you get more for less. You split up between, you split singles between the hands and the feet, and so your hands never really get tired, your feet never really get tired. So it's basically just like this, really slowly. Super easy at slow speeds, which means that if you practice it at slow speeds, faster and faster and faster, it's really easy to get up to a nice metal speed. So I'll play a little bit faster now, and then I'll throw it into a beat. And a little bit faster.
I want to add one thing. You are, I don't know if you said it, because I was fixing Dave's wire again, but you are doing the feet 2 pedals, right?
Yeah,
Double
yeah.
pedal. You can do it on 1 too, right?
You can do
For
it
those
on
that
1,
don't
yeah.
have it. Yeah,
But just for the heck of it, because it's metal, I know metal guys do it on 2 feet, so we'll do it 2 feet.
because they're cheaters.
The cheaters, yeah.
Just joking. Don't kill me, please. Okay.
So here's a little bit faster. So we'll throw it into a skank beat again. And once you fix the mic there. So.
Awesome.
So that's number 2.
All right.
Number 3 is a variation of number 2. Basically, you're going to do 4 single strokes with the hands, and then 2 with the feet. Right, left with the feet. And I'll show it to you. Here we go.
Okay, well, that's written with on the high tom, starting on the high tom.
So we'll do it on the high tom.
Okay.
This fill is able to be applied on any drum, so you can either do it, with the floor tom, snare drum, wherever you want to do it. Even cymbals. Throwing cymbals into the mix usually sounds kind of cool. It offsets the sound a little bit. If you split up the single strokes, it actually makes it sound really kind of chaotic, and it's kind of fun. So I'll play a little bit faster, and then I'll show you how if you split up the single strokes, you can actually make some pretty cool fills. So
Cool.
Here it is a little bit faster. Whoops, high tom. So now if we split it up, say we want to go with mid tom, snare, snare, high tom, and then the 2 kicks. And we'll do that twice. So like this. We'll add that into a beat again. Just a straight rock beat.
Okay.
And here we go. And then with some fast double kick, just 'cause.
Yeah, that sounds so good. So good when it's played fast.
Yeah. So the next The next two fills here are not really stock metal fills, but metal drummers get in the habit of just trying to play, single strokes as fast as they can, or splitting it up like I just showed you for the last two fills. And it's good to kind of try different things, not just do the same thing over and over again. So these are a couple ideas on how to make your metal fills a little bit more dynamic. So this one is still splitting it up between your hands and your feet, but it's got a little bit of a different feel to it. Let's see, how do I have it written here? Okay, so it's going to start with your right hand on the snare, and then kick, 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 and then your right hand again. And again, this is possible to do on a single kick as well as a double kick. And then next we're going to go to left hand on the tom, 2 kicks, and left hand again. So far we have this. Okay. Now we're going to repeat the motion again, or repeat the sticking with the right and the kick on the mid tom, and then left and the kick on the floor tom. So you kind of get this weird offset sort of feel. It sounds kind of like this. So we're going to do a little bit faster now. A little bit faster again. Actually, I'm going to move it to this floor tom because it's easier. Mm-hmm. So. So it's just a different idea rather than always going kind of 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Kind of just gives you a different feel to play with. You can also split it up between different sound sources, cymbals, drums. Here's something that I've come up with. It's actually kind of a beat. Let me show you. Again, it's exactly the same as what's written down on the page, just I'm hitting different sound sources rather than the drums that we have there. So it's kind of like this. Screwed that one up. So just to give you different ideas to play with. The last one I have written down here, this is bringing rudiments into play, and a lot of metal drumming doesn't involve any rudiment except for the single stroke roll.
Oh, flams, right?
Here and there.
Maybe.
If a drummer's having an off day. So this one involves a 6-stroke roll. And 6-stroke roll is basically right, left, left, right, right, left. And so the way this fill is going to sound is we're going to start with the kick and the crash on the first right, left, left on the snare, right, right on, we'll say the high tom. I think we have the high tom written down here. And then one more left, and then 2 kicks, and then you're basically ready to start again. Now this one, it's a lot easier to do it with a double pedal because you end up doing a group of 3 with the feet, and it's just a little bit harder than a double. So here it is, really slow. Again, but faster. So now I'm going to throw that in with a skank beat. Okay. And yeah, so let's go.
Cool, great.
So yeah, there are
stuff,
5
man.
fills.
Yeah. So for those of you who are just getting here, the sheet music is available for download in the freedrumlessons.com drum forums. Go in the general drumming section, and it's titled Heavy Metal and Blast Beats stuff. So Sean just finished teaching 5 metal fills. And now, I know a lot of guys are going to be asking you, like, they hear you play it slow, which is great, but how did you actually develop it and get it to that speed?
Well, everything that you play fast, you have to play slow first.
Yeah.
Really, really slow with a metronome.
Yeah.
On time. That's usually the worst part of practicing is the first couple of years, just going really, really slow. Developing your proper technique. If you want to go faster, less movement conserves energy. So if you can use your wrists and better your fingers, you're going to be able to fly around the kit if you practice that way.
Yeah.
With the hands, with feet. If you want to execute really, really fast double bass runs and licks and stuff, again, it's the less movement is better, basically. So if you're a guy who plays like this right now, chances are you're going to have to change your technique if you want to play a little bit faster. Otherwise, you're going to give yourself a hernia or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
And so it just works out to optimizing your movement. That's why I have everything in this kit so close together.
Yeah.
And it's just because I have to get around. I have to do maybe regular drum chops, but twice the speed sometimes. And if the drum is not right there, I'm probably going to miss it, or I'm going to damage the nice lacquer finish on my drum by, you know. So over the years, I've just pushed everything closer, and just if I can't do something properly fast, I just have to slow it down and have to keep going slow until I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
Until I can confidently say, hey, look what I can do in front of people, you know.
Yeah.
So
Cool. Okay, so for those of you out there wondering how he got so fast, that's it. Right?
that's it.
No secret techniques,
Yeah.
no secret tricks.
It's time.
a lot of time and
practice, and hard
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we also wanted to talk a little about bass drum triggers. Now, I know today you have some triggers hooked up on your bass drum.
We have triggers hooked up, yeah. There are a lot of misconceptions about triggers, especially on YouTube. You'll see in a lot of YouTube comments, if some guy has been triggering his kit or triggering his kick and he's really, really fast, people will say, oh, well, yeah, he's triggering his kick. If you took away the triggers, he wouldn't be able to play that fast because they help you to play faster. But that's not the case. Triggers, or think of it this way. A vocalist can sing a lot better if he can hear himself. Drummers can play a lot better if they can hear themselves. Now, usually that's not a problem. But with metal, you have so many loud sound sources all competing with one another. Cymbals, drums, guitars, basses. And eventually, if you get the kicks going fast enough, it just gets lost in the mix, and it just becomes this big rumble. And triggers basically just sends a signal to whatever monitor you have that really it's really will give you. I don't know. I'm totally talking in circles here, but basically, rather than having your kicks sound like this, and if that was played really, really fast, eventually it starts getting a little bit gray as to where the actual hits are.
Yeah.
We have this triggered and mic'd, so I think it's blended right now, but you get a really, really definitive attack, so you know exactly where your hits are. So triggers, in a sense, they're just a way of the drummer monitoring his kicks when he's going really, really fast, and there's no other way for him to hear himself.
Yeah.
And then
And it allows the kick drum to kick or bite through the mix.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
Be heard and has that definition, right? Rather than just like the low drone that's constant.
because with metal, you don't want just a rumble. You want that really, really punchy, defined, like kind of clicky sound, and that's just part of the genre. That's just kind of a staple of it. So triggers don't make you faster.
Let's try listening to it. Can we take the actual trigger out so we can hear the difference? Maybe I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a beat with some fairly fast kicks, and we're gonna pull the triggers out.
Sure.
Okay.
And you're gonna see that the beat doesn't get any slower.
Okay.
Basically. So here we go.
Cool. Did they get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Great.
Okay, so hopefully you guys understood and you heard exactly when the trigger was taken out. And like Sean said, it doesn't get any slower. It just takes away some of the definition, especially when you're moving so fast. Right? Cool. I think we should get into some blast beats and some metal beats there.
Some blast beats.
Blast.
Okay.
Oh, you have metal fills there. There you go.
Do I have fills?
Here.
Oh, I got doubles. Sweet.
That's Dave's fault.
Dave.
My fault.
So I'm not really going through the norm for blast beats. I'm actually kind of going through my own weird creations here.
Yeah.
But so I'll start by introducing you to some of the basic blast beats, which we don't have written down, but they're really easy to find. They're really
Talk
easy.
to that camera, Sean.
Blah 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 blah. they're really easy to play. So here's your first blast beat. It's just a traditional blast beat. I think it's referred to as the European blast, but I've never really memorized all the names for them. They're just blast beats to me. So here it is.
Now that's not number one, right?
No.
Okay, so that's
No.
just
We're just going through the basics.
the basics.
First.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So that's obviously not how fast you would play it. You'd play it somewhere around this speed. There's a fly around me. Here it is. And you can play that with 2 feet or 1 foot. It's a lot harder with 1 foot. And but some of the really fast guys do with 1 foot, so it's a reason to practice because it's possible to do.
Yeah.
So we'll just keep it at that. That's for the basic traditional blast beat. And so here's a kind of a blast beat cheat, I guess you could say. It's combining different sticking with both hands rather than just a single stroke, which, like I said, a lot of metal drumming is just single strokes. So it's a blast beat. And so this is basically to relieve tension between your right hand and your left hand, so that no certain hand does a lot of single bashing all the way through. So it's basically like this. You're going to have 2 rights and a left on the hat, like this. And then we're going to switch it up, and 2 lefts on the snare and a right on the hat. And we're going to combine that with the double pedal. You can do it with a single pedal, but double pedal makes it easier for the speeds that it would be expected to be played at. So here it is, pretty slowly. So it allows you to get more sound out of the snare, and it kind of keeps 8th notes on the hi-hat. So here it is, played a little bit faster. And you want to be sure not to make it flam. Flamming might be more acceptable in music where you want a little bit more groove, a little bit more funk. But with metal, you want it to be very on the beat, never behind or ahead, just on the beat. So we'll play it a little bit faster still.
Cool.
So there's one way. Again, I guess it's sort of bringing rudiments into it again, because you have a double stroke happening, but you're also adding in one more hit there.
If you played it as a rudiment, it would be a flam tap. I believe.
Flam tap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that way you're talking lose the flam, just play the...
Lose the flam, exactly.
Flam,
yeah. Now we have another rudiment that you can translate into a blast beat. I think this is the Swiss Army triplet, or the Swiss triplet.
Yeah, looks like that.
And for those of you who aren't familiar with that, we're not going to flam it as you would in the actual rudiment, but you're going to do the left on the hi-hat and 2 rights on the snare and 1 more left on the snare. So it's going to sound like this. So if you do that consistently, you're going to have, again, a constant single stroke sound on the snare, but also sounds like someone else is keeping time on the hi-hats. But you can do this all with the correct sticking. So slowly, without kicks, first of all, it's like this. With kicks a little bit faster, it sounds like this. And play it up to speed. Now, the two blast beats that I just showed you with the Flam Tap and the Swiss Triplet, these two blasts I actually use quite a lot when I play with First Rain, and a lot of people will kind of ask me, like, what are you doing here? Because it's not really a typical blast. But that's what it is. It helps you to conserve energy so that if you have a really big tom fill to do afterwards, you're not tired. You're not tired from doing 2 minutes of straight single strokes. So
yeah, very good.
now we can combine them to kind of create different rhythms over top of them. I think we have basically it's a combination of the Swiss Triplet Blast with the Flam Tap at the end. So it sounds like this, just with the hands, no feet. So. If I didn't hit the bell, it'd be correct. So it kind of gives you this groovy feel, almost like the. So with the kicks and a little bit faster, it sounds like this.
Very cool. Very cool.
I think that's the old sheet, the one that I have here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's
Sure.
okay.
Sure, that's fun.
I'm like, did I teach it wrong?
That's Jared's fault.
No,
Yeah,
it's not my fault.
that's your fault.
Dave, you're the one
OU2.
who knows. They're all wrong?
Are they all wrong? I wish Jared
No.
knew how to write sheet music out, and we wouldn't have this problem.
You're an idiot.
So we have two more examples of combinations of the Swiss Triplet Blast and the Flam Tap Blast, and basically you can combine them to create blasts with accents in odd time signatures. So this one has the Flam Tap first. Okay, and then the Swiss Triplet after, just once. So altogether, you get a pattern in 7/8, and it sounds like this, just with the hands.
Now, you said you're playing the Swiss Triplet, but you're not playing it in the triplet feel. You're all playing 8 notes. Is that right?
Not in this. You're not playing it in the triplet.
So you're
feel,
just
no.
playing straight 8 notes for the full 7/8 measure?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. So here we go with the kicks a little bit faster. So that's that one.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
one
nice.
more. We're running out of time, so we got to do this last one quickly.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Last one is again it's two chunks of the Swiss Triplet, but again in 8th note form, and
Wait.
then 2 of the Flam Tap. So it sounds like this. And that's basically 10/8.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not in the 4/4. It's 10/8. Yeah.
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 Cool.
Cool. Okay.
So there you go.
Great. So for those of you just getting here, all the sheet music is available on the freedrumlessons.com forums. This is Sean Lang. Sean plays with the band First Rain, myspace.com/First Rain. Also, if you look them up on iTunes, you can buy their CDs. Definitely check them out. It's like under $10 and you get 2 full albums. Or not full albums, but there's like 10 songs.
They're as good as full albums.
Yeah, pretty good full albums, exactly. Great, we're running out of time here, so we got to figure out what we want to do. I'd just love to get some questions from the members here, and then maybe we can do another play-along.
Sure.
Okay? So let me pull up my computer. Dave, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, let's give away some of his CDs.
Okay, why don't you do that while I pull this up?
Yeah. First of all, in the very beginning of the lesson, Sean mentioned how old he was. Now, he's probably got a ton of friends watching this lesson right now, but how old is Sean Lang? First person to answer correctly gets a free CD from First Rain. Oh, whoa.
Hold on. Kevin, you can't win again. I already
Yeah,
told you
Kevin
that.
and there's a couple people.
Ash the drummer,
No,
10.
Brian on drums.
He's won before, too.
Ash the drummer, 10.
Oh, hold on, no. C. Durst. C. Durst, 92. You win.
Cedars92, email me, dave@railroadmedia.com. I'll send you one of those. Let's. Do you have any kind of metal questions we'll do for the next one?
Yeah, I don't know if anyone will know this or not, but there's a pretty well-known metal drummer named Gene Hoglan. He played for Death back in the day. He played for Strapping Young Lad. If any of you are familiar with Death Clock, Metalocalypse, the TV show about the death metal band, he's the drummer behind all that. Does anyone know what kind of footwear he uses when he plays double kick?
Ooh, I know this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
First
And
person
I'm
to
not
answer.
even like a huge metal guy. One guy says ankle weights, Vans, barefoot, socks, Puma, Adidas, Waith, DW, Airwalk, socks.
I never win.
Red Falcon. I don't know what Red Falcon is. Nike, Vans, Skechers, Converse, barefoot. Come on, guys. Socks, sandals, ballet shoes, Etnies,
Ballet
New
shoes.
Balance, sandals, S boots, Bigfoot, combat boots.
There it is.
You can't win though, Kevin. It's the same guy
Kevin,
who always wins.
Kevin plays drums, still tries. I love it. At least I don't see Yanato trying today. That's good. That's good. He wins everything. Okay, the right answer was already said. Somebody just got to say what he said.
Oh, a whole bunch of people are saying that. Okay, Drumboyen. DURMBOYEN. Email Dave.
Yeah,
at
David@railroadmedia.com. I'll send you one of those.
Okay, cool. Thanks for giving those out, man.
Yeah, no worries.
Now I want you to, or let's quickly, if someone has, I'll take 2 questions, okay? Post your questions regarding the lesson. What are triggers? Sorry, man, we already went through that. You gotta watch back. Stick. Okay, 2 people have asked about how you like to hold the sticks.
How I like to hold the sticks?
Yeah.
Matched grip, first of all. And I can never remember what it's called. I don't like it.
That's German.
Looks
So
more
I
like
don't
a
like
French
German.
grip.
It's kind of it's French,
it's
right?
French
Thumbs
grip,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, it's basically yeah. Oh, actually, I've got a broken stick here. Huh.
Do you
Good.
have more sticks?
Yeah, I need one more.
Okay.
But
We can get to you. We'll get to
Yeah.
you.
yeah, basically French grip, I guess.
French grip. So thumbs up, okay? Go on our website, freedomlessons.com, and there's lots of stuff on grips.
Thanks.
Okay, one guy says, or just a Rams fan says, you say to start slow, but how slow exactly? Like, are you saying like 40 beats per minute? Are you saying like 60 beats per minute? How slow is slow?
It depends on what you're practicing, really. I mean, a good place to start is maybe find your max that you can play without it falling apart, honestly, and go maybe a little bit below that, so that just below your max you can get it really, really tight and strong, and then you can just start bumping up maybe like 5 BPM every time.
I like what you said there, honestly. Be honest with yourself, because there's a lot of drummers that just think, oh, I can do it a little bit faster. And,
It's
Yeah.
true, yeah. Everyone always wants to go fast.
Yeah.
And you're only
Yeah.
practicing to yourself, so be honest.
Yeah. Cool. I wish we had time for more questions. We're going to have you back.
Yes,
You promise to come back?
I promise.
Promise.
I promise.
Okay. Sean, let's do a play along, hey? And then maybe if we have some time, I'm going to go out and check, and then maybe you can do a solo for these guys. Yeah, what's the next song called?
It's Free Will Sacrifice by Amon Amarth.
So this is just a metal band.
Just a metal band. An awesome metal
A
band.
metal. Okay, let's get out of here so we don't blast it.
awesome.
You pushed the songs back together at the end. Okay, how much time do we have left? 2 minutes?
Well, we should.
Okay, guys, thanks so much for coming out. Sean?
Yeah.
Dude, thanks so much.
Yeah, it was
Do you
awesome.
promise to come back? Okay, yeah. Promise to come back, and man, you definitely got something different going on. Like I've heard all those. I've heard lots of metal. It's not like my main genre, as you know, but I mean, just look at me. Yeah, some of that rudiment stuff you're doing there was awesome.
Yeah.
Never heard it explained that way before. Because I love Swiss triplets, I love flam taps and that sort of thing. So definitely you pick your brain. Okay, so Sean's going to play us out. He's going to do a little bit of solo. Is that cool?
I can do that, I think.
You can do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, thanks so much. I'm Jared.
I'm Dave.
This is Dave. And we will see you guys next week. Next week, we are doing just a kind of question and answer thing. We're going to hang out. We're going to get our computers, maybe throw a couch in here and have a
gonna be
drum
nice.
set.
Yeah.
And we're just going to chill, drink some beer. Dave's going to mix himself a martini, little apple-tini like you like.
Yeah, right. I love my apple teenies.
Okay.
It's going to be a good time, though. Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll see you guys next week, March 30th. And Sean, end us, play us out.
Play us out, man.
All right.